something super important. So just a little cheater sheet that I leave there. I'll be doing side notes. I'll be kind of like going back in and out of what I do. So one of the things that attracted me to the business was the fact that Pampered Chef is into the family sit-down family dinner, or whatever it is, a mealtime at the table. And I happened to Google what are some of the benefits to sitting down at least 4 times a night. And the first one was, of course, that your family is going to be better nourished. The second one is that they're going to have increased social skills, which in this day and age, I think we need more and more of that, where some of our kids are just really stuck on texting or Facebooking or just being on the computer, so increased social skills. Number 3, it's going to lower the risk of them using illegal drugs, alcohol, and smoking at a young age. That was huge to me. And then number 4, believe it or not, having dinner at home 4 times a week is actually going to increase your grades, your academic grades. That was a proven thing. And last but not least, you're going to save money. All of us know that eating at home is probably the biggest money-saving thing that you could do, because eating out is very, very costly. So why did I start? Well, I started because I needed some extra money. My husband and I both lost our jobs 2 years ago. I was actually pregnant at the time. And I was pregnant at the time. I couldn't find another job. We were both making really good money at a corporate setting, and I decided I was going to stay home. But recently I went to a Pampered Chef show. It was like in June, and I said, you know what, that seems really flexible. Tina was the director. She was the one that was putting on the show, and she was sharing how much she was making and how it was putting her sons through college. So I thought, this is flexible. I could probably do this, and I love sales. It also helped me to have a night out. I have a 2-year-old at home, and I'm at home, like I said, and I just needed that girlfriend time or that guy friend time to go out and feel like I'm a person. And it's funny, I went, I think it was like 3 weeks without a show. I went from like August 16th to like September, just this past Thursday, right? And I felt like I was having a withdrawal. I actually get a super duper high doing this job. It's my passion. And the other thing I want to do is learn some fun and exciting new recipes. Got tired of making the same thing, so now I've been changing things up, and my husband likes that. So I want to invite you tonight, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a working mom, if you're a retiree, and I didn't just say mom, I meant dad too, to think about getting into the business. I will tell you that I am averaging anywhere from $175 to about $250 a show. So instead of working 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, I'm making you know, a fraction of it, but I like the fact that I'm taking home like a $1,000 to $1,100 paycheck a month. That works for me if I do 5 shows a month. So tonight's expectations, I'm hoping that it's going to be fun, interactive, that you're going to learn. And I invite you to grab a catalog and circle some of those items that you see tonight that you really are like, oh my God, I need to have that. I want it, I need it, gotta have it, right? And if you get to the point where you're like, okay, my wish list is too big, how am I gonna afford all of this? Think about hosting a party. Think about hosting a party. If you all have your catalogs with you, right?
Yes.
Can you please go to page 5? Just want to show you how easy it is to earn free product. And the last couple of shows that I did this week, my gals were in the $140 free money instead, or free product range. In other words, they had a $700 show. They got $140 in free product. They got 3 half-price items and 25% off of anything else that they wanted. Also, this month, the host can receive, and both of mine so far have received it this month, 5 free pantry items if they sell more than $650. and 60% off of one of these goodies right here. And I gotta tell you, the small bamboo block, which contains the shears and the 3 knives, absolute steal at $59.60. So something that you should consider on having a show with me, because I'd love to get you one of those products. The other thing I wanted to show you, same page, is some of the half-price combos. Remember, I told you that you're going to also qualify for some half-price items. And the newest one that they just added, which is a complete steal, is the deep covered baker set. If you notice that down at the bottom right-hand corner, you get the deep covered baker, you get the recipe book, 2 oven mitts, and the trivet. What a steal at $69. Something that only hosts can have. So think about hosting a show with me. All right, moving on. How many of you have Pampered Chef products at home? Can you please share with me, a couple people if you can, and I don't want to take too much time on that, but going into the side note, this is what I do at my show. I always ask, what is the favorite product out there? Tell me why. Because I got good salespeople right here in my audience too, not just me. I want them to share, and believe it or not, my best friend here, Luciana, is going to hear what, or, you know, Luciana might speak up, and this is a true story, no joke. I think it was at her party where she said the best thing out there is the mix and chop. That mix and chop, I swear, on like maybe 4 or 5 orders, the mix and chop was on there. So what your audience says is actually, you know, those testimonials on some of those wonderful products all of a sudden show up, and it's not even something that I showcased at my show. That mix and chop wasn't something I showcased, but it was on like 4 or 5 orders that night. True story. So maybe I won't go to that part, because we all know that Pampered Chef is wonderful. That's why we're in the business. Okay, so tonight we have a brand new catalog. We got the fall and winter products in here. 55 new products were added. And I will be showcasing a few of those tonight, so exciting stuff. And what it is, what am I going to make tonight? I'm going to make 2 things. I'm going to be making a peach cobbler, which literally just takes 3 ingredients, and the Mexican chicken Napoleons, which are in the fall winter season's best cookbook. This is the best dollar that you could ever spend. However, we do have lots of other wonderful recipe books, and they're located toward the last pages of the catalog. So take a look at those too. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and show you our deep dish pie plate. This fall and winter, they're coming out with the taupe color. So this is brand new. You'll see a lot of our stoneware in taupe, and just beautiful for the fall. We are going to be a little bit about stones. Number 1, they absorb moisture. So you're going to get a wonderful flaky crust out of anything that you bake in here. Most bakeries and pizzerias line their ovens with stone so that they can get that result. You're also going to get that even heat distribution throughout. And if you own a stone, just be sure that not to put any soap on it when you're cleaning it, but just hot water and one of those nylon scrapers will just easily clean that up. So I'm going to just put this quickly in the oven. Let me just show you what I'm going to do. All you need to do is get a bag of peaches, and guys, this is not in the Pampered Chef's recipe books. This is my own personal recipe, but it's a quickie. And if you're interested, write it down, because it comes out wonderful at shows.
Frozen peaches? Dried peaches?
Frozen peaches.
How much? What size?
This size is the 16-ounce 1-pound bag. Okay. So all you do is put your peaches in.
Are they thawed or frozen?
They're frozen. Yep.
Really?
And they're better when they're frozen. They won't come out like that if it's thawed. Okay. So frozen peaches, half of a cake, yellow cake, and my husband's diabetic, so I do everything sugar-free. So this is going to be a sugar-free.
Yes!
Nice.
Ooh,
This is going to be a sugar-free recipe tonight, and believe it or not, it's going to taste wonderful. It's still going to be excellent.
Would a Jiffy cake mix be the same size as a half of that? That's-
I would say so.
Should be,
Probably,
because that
yeah.
box should be 18 ounces.
Okay.
And that's sugar-free?
This is.
That-
Well,
this one is.
This one is.
Oh.
Pillsbury makes one that's sugar-free.
Oh, okay, okay, you bought it for yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So all you do is sprinkle like half. Put that in there. And I just eyeball it, that's about half. And then I add, believe it or not, I normally use Sprite Zero, but in this case, there wasn't Sprite Zero at the store, so I got a Diet 7-Up. It's still gonna work. And I do about 3/4 of the can of Diet 7-Up. And I just pour it right over.
I have a question. I don't have a pie pan, but could we do this in a deep covered baker?
You know what, because it's covered and uncovered, I would think so, yes.
I mean, without the cover.
Yeah,
Just use
yeah,
the
'cause
pan.
this
It's
is what,
just a different shape. There's no crust.
definitely, definitely. So check it out. This is what I was gonna say about this recipe is, I got the recipe, the aluminum foil here. You have to cover it for the first 20 minutes and then uncover it for the next 40 minutes.
Oil with 20 minutes.
So cover 20,
So this is in the oven recipe, not?
yes,
not-
in the oven, not the microwave.
And
20
what
minutes.
temperature is the oven at?
Good question. 410. 410.
410?
Yeah, I know.
Funny. Uncovered 40 minutes.
Uncovered 40. So for the
Gotcha.
first is going to be, the first 20 minutes is covered, and then,
So if we're using the covered deep baker, we could just use the cover, right?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that would be probably a good idea. Just wondering if it would be too big or, you know what I mean? This one just happens to
know.
work perfectly.
Maybe I'd use the whole cake pan, or the whole cake.
In the oven.
20 minutes, yeah, okay, top oven. And guys, I have my handy dandy kitchen timer. Love this thing. Pampered Chef makes it. It's toward the back. How many of you multitask? Okay, yeah. You need one of these by your side at all times. This will, it has
20.
20 minutes, thank you, and I was going to put it on here too. It's got a magnet so it goes on your refrigerator. It tells the time. It stands up and it also goes away with you. So you just kind of take it with you wherever you go. If you're putting out a load of laundry or whatever, doing a bathroom, or just away from the kitchen,
Kids time out.
it's going to come with you. Thank you, that too.
But you have to add at least 10 or 20 minutes for that. I say it's only 5, but you add.
What I was going to say about this is sometimes your microwave goes off and it's
Master
just a one
catalog.
beep.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, this thing is like dee 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 until you go and turn it off and take it out of the oven. Great investment, something that I would take home. Okay, so our dessert is already on the way. We are going to go into the next meal tonight, and this is the Mexican chicken Napoleons found in our Season's Best Cookbook, like I said. And this recipe calls for cooked chicken. I boil it. You could also use your grill pan and press and maybe just showcase that at your show if you'd like. I just boiled it for the sake of time. But a little bit about the classic batter bowl. Everybody needs this bowl in the house. It's got a spout, it's deep, it's got this wonderful handle that, you know, you just want to like reach for this bowl the very first time, every time you go for a bowl. You've got the embedded measuring here, so it's never going to come off in the dishwasher or if you are washing it. And it goes up to 8 cups. It's a 2-quart. We also have a smaller one that's a 1 quart, so 4 cups. And where am I on this? So we already preheated the oven. We made some, we've already put together some of the corn tortillas. tortillas, sorry. And I wanted to make a little bit more because I see that we have a pretty good group here. Let me bring over the large bar pan, and I want to show you a couple more things.
Oh, it's a hot.
It's probably cool. Oh yeah, cool down at this point. Okay, this is our large bar pan.
Yes. Question, how do you do two recipes like that at a show if the customer, if your host doesn't have the oven?
I try to think about doing maybe a microwave and then another one, you know what I mean? Or I have two different timers.
So you normally wouldn't put these two things together then? Right?
No, I have done it two things. I'll use like the kitchen timer on the stove and is that what you mean as far as like timing? Or just like
Both of these are all
One
recipes, and they
One
each
oven.
need different temperatures and different cooking times. So you just don't do this combination together if the person doesn't have a double oven?
Right,
Okay.
right, yeah. And as far as the timer, I'll use this timer and then I'll use
Well,
their timer.
yeah, that's easy for me.
Yeah, okay. Good question. Other questions?
So you would do like microwave thing, maybe a microwave dessert or something else?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
That could be like another great option. Okay, so large bar pan. Notice this one is nice and seasoned. The more you use your stone, the better it's going to work. As far as like, the better your food is going to taste, the easier the cleanup, and this is what a seasoned stone looks like. So, this recipe, and going off on a side note really quick, this recipe asks you to cut the tortillas into squares. In my opinion, I didn't like it. I wanted it more, a lot easier for my show. Number one, you're gonna waste food. What are you gonna do with the rest of the corn tortilla? Because they ask you to do it in squares. You're gonna throw it away, so now you're wasting food. So I just do it as a taco versus the little stacking thing. Plus, it's easier to fold and eat a taco versus that stacked little thing that goes all over the place. So, I mean, you could change it up at your show. That's how I've done it the last couple of times. All right, so the other thing, if you go to like a Spanish store, they have these smaller corn tortillas. Those work awesome too because you can put a whole bunch of them on here too. All right, so another very cool tool that you could have in the kitchen is our kitchen spritzer. And this works like a pan cooking spray, only better because I'm only using olive oil in here. You're not going to pick up those chemicals from a pan cooking spray. You're just using olive oil and you spray very little. So you're using little fat and it's much better for you. So all I do is spray just to get them a little bit in Spanish blandito, but soft. And then once the spritzer kind of dies, you just need to pump it a little bit more. If you buy one of these, it comes with 2 pumps and 2 sprayers.
The pump is actually the piece that you take out.
Uh-huh.
Do you speak Spanish, you think?
Sorry if the
So you
fumes
spray
are...
both sides of them.
Yes.
Which is good.
The other thing you could
Some
point out
people
is that,
don't speak
the
it,
reason
some
that's
people
so
do.
good is that it
That's good
doesn't,
to have
the
that.
pollen doesn't gum up your, cookware.
Thank you.
done.
Thank you. Okay.
But if you don't have a spritzer,
When I do that, I always have the lid on the top, and then it's much easier on my hand to pump
the deadline
Yeah,
on
it is
it
much.
for the to get
Feel
all the
better?
catalogs and all that. I missed the deadline by 1 time.
Appreciate that, guys.
And the other thing I always tell people to release the pressure when they're done using it, so it doesn't stay inside, it doesn't stay inside and then
Prolongs the use of the pump.
It does.
Pardon me?
Say again?
Prolong the use of the pump, well, pump.
If you do what?
Tell your customers.
If you untwist, could you untwist the top and listen?
Yeah,
Everybody
it'll
listen.
go.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
So you want to do that, because otherwise it keeps the oil inside of it and it clogs.
You can.
And the pressure makes the seal work longer.
Good tip. Thank you. Okay, we're going to just throw these back in, and then we should have enough for all of this.
How long do they go in for?
7 minutes. Thank you.
Where are we going?
7 minutes, 1 hour.
Darn it. Is it,
Is that all in there?
that one's not.
We can use the same 400.
Is that
Just
okay?
saying, like, yeah,
One and a half
exactly.
days? Yeah, okay, good. I could have taken it out of there. Good job. Good job.
You can use this.
Master catalog, hopefully you guys are writing your stuff down.
Oh, yeah. Right, right.
These are brand new. I just wanted to show this to you guys. I don't know if you had a chance to look at them in the catalog or if you have some at home. These are great bamboo prep towels. You just need something to like wipe your hands while you're cooking. Boom, it's right here. Plus it has like this really cool handle. You could like put it to your belt buckle or whatever. And so it's hanging, whatever you want. But I like them. They come in the dishcloths too. Prep towels. All right, where are we? We got those going. All right, so we want to place our chicken and beans in our classic batter bowl. What I am going to do is introduce you to our professional shears. I absolutely love these things. You gotta have them in your kitchen, and because they cut through everything and anything. They cut through chicken bones. They're gonna help me with the cilantro in a minute, and right now they're gonna cut through this chicken. So when I do this at my shows, people are like, oh my God, you're cutting up your chicken like that? That's so cool. Yeah, I do it like this, go forward. Now that I've bought these shears, because they're nice and sharp. But, yeah, just something nice to have in the kitchen to shred up your meats and products. What else do we want to talk about while I'm doing this?
The salad choppers
Questions?
work great as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's why I bought them. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salad choppers, what page is that on?
The salad chopper
49?
is faster than the shears. That's what I love about it.
Really?
Yeah.
And
It's
you
kind
just
of
use
her
it
first
for
year
the-
she did.
I use the shears for the
It's just
herbs,
$1 difference.
but I use the salad chopper for the, and then,
And this is the new one,
yeah, do
right?
you do that too?
Yeah.
I think it's faster.
Yeah.
This is called the salad chopper.
I would
Wow.
use the shears for the herbs, you know, because they're.
I love this. I'm
delicate.
getting this.
And
See what happens when you try new things?
It's $1 difference as far as.
That's the salad chopper?
The salad
Yeah.
choppers are 26 and the shears are 25. So.
Nice.
So good for.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, I just had to like
Salad
tuck
You
it.
could spritz oil on it.
You
and
could
stuff.
use it as like.
Because I've been reading the page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, spritz it with some.
Page number for salad chopper.
48.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you using the shears to cut up because you don't want to touch it? Is that,
Yeah,
you think that's?
yeah, and I don't want to put it on my
On your board?
on my board, just to make it fasten.
They are.
Can you use the manual
The salad choppers are in 2 pages in the
For the chicken?
Oh.
You probably have to cut it to get it in. So it will be, you probably have to cut more of it. You probably could have gotten you.
I mean, you could cut, I don't know, if you cut it, then you're getting more chunks. You want it more like shredded.
You want to look easy.
Right,
I
right. Thank you, my dear. All right, what's next?
I have a question.
Do those things,
Yes.
and you just doing it for time's sake for
Yes, all the time. The mandolin, I'll have them use the rotary grater, opening up a can, using the smooth edge can opener. Yes, good question, Tatiana. This is new. This is the Easy Read colander, and this recipe calls for black beans that are strained and rinsed. So I'm gonna just dump my can of beans in there and rinse them out. One other tool I wanted to introduce you to, and that is our smooth edge can opener. Love this product. I've had it for the last 8 years, and I actually have the old school ones, but this is the nice updated one. The nice thing about the smooth edge can opener, and I'll show you, is you will never cut yourself. The lid will not drop into the can, so you're not digging it out and getting your fingers dirty. So
And the blade's not touching the food.
Thank you, thank you. So this actually stays
Okay,
over
you
virtually.
can open your cat.
Goes backwards.
your-
Goes backwards.
Yeah,
Twist the top backwards.
Like you're going this way, and then you
Ah.
release it this way.
Got it, thank you. I have the whole flow, sorry.
Yeah.
The old one, yeah, just open it up.
Right, you open it up and then you kind of like claw down on those little teeth right there. And it goes right out. So notice that nice smooth edge. Won't cut you, it's not gonna fall in. All right.
Safe for children to use.
A couple things, that would be awesome.
If you can get them to do that.
You know, a lot of people have to go.
Thank you.
She's like, this woman here took her son's emergency last night, sliced his hand open on a can, and she needs one of those candles. So you put it on the order, it comes in, and like 3 weeks later, the woman brings the kid into the office, whatever. He comes running up to my mom like, Miss Linda, thanks for not making me cut my hands open anymore about the candle. He's like, hey, that's a great idea.
Thank you.
People like this, you can use it.
One more thing. Food chopper. Did you? Okay.
Daddy, you don't know.
Okay, couple things. Let me introduce you to our large groove cutting board. This is the only cutting board that you should ever have in your kitchen. Why? Because it's got a groove in here that's going to hold 3/4 of a cup of water. So if you have something that's especially juicy, like a watermelon, a pineapple, this is what you want to use so that it catches in the groove and you don't get your counter sticky. The other thing I use this for is to cut up a chicken. You want to watch your counters for salmonella. This will go directly into your dishwasher. You could bleach it right afterwards. So a nice tool to have. It's also flat on the other side. Thank you so much, Patty. So you could use both sides, and it's ruled. So if you're a big baker, you can use the measuring tape right up at the top. Also has grooves, like kind of plastic grooves, so it's not going to shift while you're cutting. All right. Next thing I want to introduce you to is our food chopper. Another handy thing for chopping things in your kitchen. It comes apart in 3 easy steps, 1, 2, and 3, and it goes right in the top rack of your dishwasher for easy clean up. We're gonna slice up or do half of this onion.
You need a knife?
Yes, please.
What I got here, probably not as big a knife, but how's that? Unless you need a bigger, you want a bigger size one?
A little bit bigger if you have the utility. That'd be awesome.
Let's see what I got in here.
She's so demanding, isn't she?
She really is.
It's like I don't have my stuff in there. I'm like, ah.
I love that one.
The Santuco.
Yeah.
Very beautiful knife, guys. Completely grooved. A little bit about our cutlery. It's made out of German steel. It's got a lifetime guarantee. You want to be extremely careful when using any of our knives. They all come with these really cool guards that will go on here so that you watch your cutlery and you watch your fingers. The blade goes from the tip all the way through the knife. So you're going to have that nice even cut and it's got that sharpness. If you use our cutting boards with the knife, you're going to actually sharpen the knife as you go. Okay?
How does that work? What do you mean? These cutting boards sharpen the knives?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, they keep it from dulling anyway. They keep it from dulling.
dulling.
Keep it from dulling.
They keep them from dulling. Thank you. That's a better way to put
That
it.
would be cool.
They keep them from dulling, but you do want to have your knives sharpened professionally probably every 2 years. Okay?
And use the honing tool.
And hone in between.
And a honing tool that comes with it. Thank you so much. So we've Pampered Chef also offers a honing tool that is on our cutlery pages, which, could you tell me what page that is? Tatiana, I see you have it right on 45. 45. There's a honing tool in there which will keep your blade in place. So you just kind of put it right in there every time. All right. So I'm just going to chop up this onion really quickly. The other thing is, as far as keeping blades from getting dull, is your food chopper. You use that right on your cutting board. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. Anybody want to come up and use the food chopper, see what it feels like? No.
That's what I get in my house. No,
Thank you.
no.
We're gonna be like a typical show. We can't
I'll
be
give it.
everything.
Come on, it's my favorite thing. I just worked all day.
Look at you.
A suggestion would be to probably cut your onion maybe like in quarters, so it makes it a lot easier to use the
Can I
chopper.
chop it in the lid?
I would recommend it on the board only because you're probably going to get, well, first of all, you're cutting more than just this one little ridge. If it was just this ridge, yes, you could cut it in there. However, we're doing 4.
This is fun. Look at that.
Wow.
Come on, get up here. Get up here. It's your turn. Share the joy.
All right, we got 2 more. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, she's releasing some stress.
You want to really pop it and go fast. You're like,
They're so
Yeah.
tentative.
get that.
Smaller? Oh, sorry. All right, wait, a little bit more. Okay. So we're just gonna add that to our recipe.
If you use the back of your knife, you won't dull it.
If I do the back, like
Yeah,
that
that's
is
a good tip to say, don't scrape the knife. 'cause
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That
Well,
would
Pampered Chef has a really great little handy scrapers that are
Yes.
just like.
Master catalog. Hopefully you guys are writing that down.
All right.
All these tips. She shared a lot, Frances.
Thank you, my dear. All right, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, and this is our, can we uncover the,
The dessert.
yes, the dessert, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna use number 1, our classic scraper, to dig up a little bit of mayonnaise. It's my favorite thing to do because it's got that really long handle, and I'm not gonna get my fingers full of mayonnaise. It's not one thing to get your fingers
Where'd you get
full
a
of
yellow
mayonnaise.
one?
Say again? The yellow one, this is,
For 40
I think an older version.
Just curious.
They had yellow or
Okay.
green.
Oh,
40
okay,
minutes.
that's for my
40.
time.
I think is she timing it?
So our measure
I think so,
all
but
cups,
do it again, just as
measure
you
said
know.
this is for wet and dry measures.
Oh,
This is,
okay. She
I'm
doesn't.
using the dry side, and then the wet side has a really cool spout that you could just spill your ingredients into your
What?
recipe.
Beside the fish copper?
And then
Francis?
How long was the, what do you call it?
40, 40 minutes now.
No, the other one.
7.
I think that's gotta come out, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay if they're crispy.
Yeah, they're, you know what, I took a little longer because of the other thing there.
Okay.
Is it okay? Well, they're not really, I don't think. I think they need to come out anyway. I don't know. I don't know.
So what do you have in there so far?
I have chicken, onions, black beans, and a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. We're then going to add a little bit of cheese, cilantro, salt and pepper, and we're done.
Oh my goodness, this is so good.
And that goes in the microwave just for a little bit. And then, as a side note, there is a salsa that goes with the recipe. What I do before the show is I prepare the salsa ahead of time because it's a little time consuming, it's a lot of chopping. So.
Do you use the manual process?
I use the food chopper to help me chop up the ingredients, and a knife for like the kiwi as well as the pineapple. Okay, so back to the shears. Where are we?
Oh, do you need a shear?
Yes, please, only for the cilantro.
Okay.
Thank you. And if you have salt
Are
and
you
pepper.
like fluent?
Yes.
Okay, we need to talk after the show.
Okay.
In English or Spanish?
Yeah, since I don't understand anything.
What did you need?
What did I say? Salt and pepper, thank you.
Tell her everything else she needs in Spanish.
Sal y pimiento.
Okay.
Is this recipe in garlic?
Might not work that way.
Yes, it does, thank you for reminding me.
Where are you from? In California?
I lived
Or your
in,
mom is there?
she lives in Ontario, I lived in Southern California, in
where?
Claremont. Southern California, yeah. All right, we got the salt, we got the pepper. Thank you, somebody who said I needed the garlic, because yes, never forget the garlic. These are our garlic presses, as you know.
Fabulous to me.
Yes,
And I love that tool.
Fabulous tool. That will, it is your favorite?
No, a host's favorite.
Oh, a host favorite.
It's my
yes.
favorite.
It's your favorite. Tell us
I
why
love
it's your favorite.
Because it's easy to just do your garlic.
Do that.
To do that, yes, exactly, do that. Instead of doing it the manual or the harder way.
Smash you with the
You are
side.
going to
Yes,
get the
exactly.
most, yeah, you are going to get the most robust flavor of garlic using the
Does it have a
press.
little tool? that
Yes.
comes with it?
Yes, but it's not attached here.
Yeah.
It's also evenly Gloria's favorite thing for membership.
Is it?
Yes.
Learned that at conference.
Yeah, she told me that.
All right. Get a little bit of cheese and the salt and pepper. Microwave for 1 to 2 minutes, I believe, and we are done. Questions out there?
How much cheese and what are you gonna do with it?
I am going to use the, thank you, Monterey Jack. Monterey Jack is what is called in the recipe, and I'm going to use the microplane to shred it. Our microplane is a really awesome tool that you could have. It's also a zester. If you have lemon or lime that you need a zest, you could just easily use the blades to get your zest.
did that. Line.
For sure. Okay. Where am I on the amount of cheese? It's a cup.
Yeah.
It's 1 cup of loosely, 1 cup of
And
shredded,
watch it.
yes.
You're right. And that's been at room temperature for a while.
And all you do is put your cheese in the food holder and slide it up.
You know, I'm still doing the 3 cheese garden pizza because I'm a new right? And so when it calls for me to do the cheddar and the mozzarella, even though it's been in the refrigerator, on the manual, I just stopped doing that.
Soft cheese like
I didn't know you could use that on sausage. When I did it before, I couldn't place it.
No, I've used it for Parmesan, but I've never used it for a
But then I would
soft
do
cheese.
the Parmesan.
Yeah.
Maybe Mom said that one. And because it just,
Unless you have farm tomatoes, you can always do it.
our garden tomatoes are okay, but not the store tomatoes.
Did you see the other grater?
So I would do the.
I did, the rotary grater, thank you.
I didn't know which one you wanted. Oh, you were talking about the other grater.
This one's good, this one's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Thank you, my dear. All right.
Did you also,
What was I about to say?
More versatile
That it fits perfectly on top of the bar better.
What's that?
The
Oh,
grater.
the grater.
If you open it completely up and sit it on top of the batter bowl, it kind of sits perfectly on it, so you can grate it directly.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, that's what I do with all my cheese.
Figure out how to do it.
Good tips, thank you.
Hopefully you guys are writing those down. Mr. Kellogg. Hello.
All right. Just gonna add a little bit of cheese and a microwave, and I believe this gets microwaved on high 2 to 3 minutes.
Salt and pepper?
Hot in here.
I really do need to just duplicate every up and down in my kid. I just need to have it all down.
Adjustable measuring spoons, the greatest little tool that you could have. Instead of having 10 measuring spoons, just have 2. 1 and 2. It is amazing. Get ready.
It was really exciting. So there you go. Oops.
All right, you just grate this.
Yeah, you just turn it.
Right on, yeah, right in here. I would just like right in there.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Love these. Love these. My favorite.
Is this one of those 60% off items?
Yes, it is.
This
It
one?
is. Yeah, it is.
And I'm just eyeballing how much to put in.
They're lovely, they're really lovely. I just got.
How long is this going to
About 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 2.5.
Okay.
And you can put that bowl inside the microwave.
Yes. It's microwavable.
Microwave, heat safe, refrigerator, freezer,
Barbie cake.
oven.
Ham.
Barbie cake, exactly, that's why I got it a long time ago.
So we are about to dive into some great Mexican chicken tacos. And while we're doing that, I'd like you to fill out our host slip. Is that what it's called?
Right, apple price.
For a drawing, because I'm going to give away a couple of prizes. Not really tonight, but this is how I close my show. This is how I close my show. Please let me know if you haven't.
Did you need something?
If you, to indicate whether or not you want to have a cooking show. Or maybe you'd like to start getting into the business and join me doing this. Or if you know somebody that is getting married and wants to start a wedding registry, I would love to do their wedding registry. And if you do that, if you refer them to me, I will give you $50 in free product for that sign up of the registry.
Is that your own?
That's me. Yeah, that's what I do.
That's
For that.
She is.
All right. Questions before we close out? Thank you so much for all of your attention. You've been a great participant.